Hello again. Today we're making this cute Christmas ornament to hang on your Christmas tree. Before we begin, I just want to say that I love you guys and I missed you guys and oh, that's enough. Let's get started. Here's all the materials I'm using. I have this yellow yarn for the top for the ornament. It's in the color mustard, I guess. And then I have this green yarn in the color tree top. Now, here's the most important thing though. You should use a small yarn, like this is like a 4mm hook is recommended. And here's the extra trick for the pros. I'm using a 3.75mm hook because I think it just looks nicer. You're also gonna need some polyfill or stuffing and a yarn needle. And if you wanna make a face to make it extra cute, I have my black yarn from Loops and Threads and some safety eyes. Let's get started. I know a lot of you aren't going to be happy. We're going to start with a magic ring. Let me walk you through it. So I'm holding my yarn with a long tail. I'm going to grab it with my thumb. I'm going to use my 2 fingers. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to wrap my yarn around my 2 fingers, making it an X on top. You see that X? Perfect. Then I'm going to take my hook. I'm going to go under that first yarn and then grab the second yarn and pull it through, give it a little twist. Leave a little room because we're going to make a chain. This is where it gets crazy. We're going to make it 1 chain and pretend like that chain doesn't exist. Then you can take your fingers out. And what I like to do is pull this tail through the circle. Just pull it and leave it there. Look at that. And now you have a magic ring. Once you have your magic ring, we're going to do 8 single crochets inside of it. So do 8 single crochets in the ring, just like that. See, that was 1. Here comes 2. We're going to do 8 of them, and then I'll come back to you. I got my 8 single crochets, so now I'm going to pull that tail. It's very satisfying. Pull it and pull it tight. Perfect. For the next row, I like to use a stitch marker because I don't trust myself counting these stitches. I just use a piece of yarn because I don't want to buy one. We're going to do an increase in each stitch. That just means we're going to do 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So I'm going into the first stitch. The first one's a little tricky, but I know you guys can do it. I'm going to do 1 single crochet in there, and then I'm going to do another one in the same stitch. It's going to be a total of 16 single crochets. So there's my first increase. I'm going to go on to the next one. I'm going to place a single crochet in there, and then another single crochet in that same stitch. See that big hole there? Place in another single crochet. We're going to do that all the way around. It's going to be 16 total single crochets. So far, so good. For our third row, we're going to do almost the same thing, but we're going to do a single crochet in the first stitch. And then we're going to place an increase in the second stitch. And we're going to repeat that pattern all the way around. It should be 8 total times. We're going to repeat that for 24 stitches. So I'll do another one with you. I'm going to do a single crochet. And then I'm going to do an increase. And in the pattern, increase is abbreviated as INC. Okay, so go all the way around doing that, and then I'll come back with you. For our fourth row, we're going to almost do the same thing as the third. We're going to do 2 single crochets this time. So do 2 regular old single crochets, and then place an increase. We're going to repeat that all the way around. It's going to be 8 total times. You're going to, whatever, you're going to have 32 stitches all together. So you're going to do 2 single crochets, 1, 2, and then you're going to do your increase. 2 in the same stitch. Look at how lovely that looks. Now for the next 9 rows, we're just going to take it easy. Use a stitch marker so you don't even have to count your stitches. It's going to be 32 per row. We're just going to do a single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Put on a show. I don't know, maybe call your friend. I don't care what you guys do with your free time. So you're just gonna make sure you keep track of the rows. We're gonna do 9 total rows, and then we will come back together. I'll miss you guys, but I'll see you soon. Here we are after our 8 rows. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to lie to you. I did 8 rows, not 9. So if you want to add a face, here's the face. If not, just fast forward to when we're done, okay? I'm going to grab my safety eyes. Here's how it's going to go. I'm lazy, so I count from the top. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3 rows, or wherever you think is best. It's your project. Don't worry too much. I'm personally just going to go down 3 rows and place one of my eyes there. I'm going to grab my other eye, and I'm going to count over, let's say 5 stitches. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As long as it's on the same row, you guys are going to be just fine. So that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to put the backs in to my safety eyes now. Oh, that looks cute. Okay, now for the smile. If you are a fan of this channel, you know I hate doing this part. I'm going to take my black yarn. I have about 1.5 feet on here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start on his left side. I'm going to go 1 diagonal down. How about right there? I'm going to go through the back though, through the back. So I'm going through his back. He's fine, don't worry. See that? Are you guys seeing this? I hope so. I'm going to pull my yarn almost all the way through. I'm going to leave about, I don't know, like a 3 or 4 inch tail in the back there, because it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's keep going. Then I'm going to have my needle out here. I'm going to count over 1, 2, 3 stitches so it's symmetrical. I'm going to shove my needle through, and I'm going to leave it loose, guys. Leave it loose. Don't get crazy. So look, he has like a little, can you guys see that? Sorry, the lighting is awful in here. He has a little smile going on. I'm going to leave it loose and figure out where I want the bottom of his smile to be. So I want mine to be about 2 rows down. So here's where his smile begins. I'm going to count 1, 2. And right in the middle there, that's where I want the bottom of my smile to be. So I'm going to go from behind, go from the back. I'm going to shove my hook. This is the hardest part. Now, make sure the yarn is below your needle. Make sure the yarn is below your needle. His smile is below the needle. And pull it through so that it tightens up. Ooh, that's looking good. And then we're going to go through the same stitch, but below. So below, go in it below. We're going to go through that same stitch. You see that? I hope so. I need better lighting in here. Sorry, I just moved apartments. I moved apartments, guys. I got a new job. I moved apartments. And this is what we're working with. Pull it. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Do you guys think that? I hope you guys think that's cute. We're going to cut. Leave a tail. Leave a tail. Cut it. And then this always works for me. I don't know if anyone else does it a different way. I just cut it and then I just tie it in a knot a few times, and I've never had any issues with it. So that is my smile. I'll show you the end product in a second here. Tie it a few times just in case. And look at that. Now he has like a cute little smile going. Nice. We are almost done. We're going to start our decreasing. So we're going to do 2 regular single crochets, and then it's going to get crazy. Just hold on. So do 2 regular single crochets, and then we're going to do a decrease. This is how I do my decreases. You can do whatever you want. I go into the next stitch, grab the yarn, so there's 2 loops, go into the following stitch with those loops on there, grab the yarn and pull it through 2, pull it, hold on, pull it through where there's 2 loops on there, grab the yarn, pull it all the way through. That is a DEC in the pattern, a decrease. I'll do it one more with you, and then we're going to do it all the way around. You're gonna do 2 regular old single crochets, and then your decrease. Ready? Through the next stitch, grab the yarn. There's 2 loops. Go into the following stitch, grab the yarn and pull it through till there's 2 loops still, and then finish it off. Nice. So we're gonna do that all the way, oh my gosh, I'm like getting an accent, all the way around until you get to the end of that row. I'll see you then. The next row is almost the same, except this time we're just gonna do 1 single crochet, and then we're gonna do our decrease. And we will repeat that all the way around. I'll do one more with you. You're gonna do 1 single crochet, just like that, and then a decrease. And once you make it all the way around, I will see you then. Oh my God, oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're getting to the annoying rows, but we're on the home stretch. Don't give up. We're gonna do a decrease all the way around. So we're gonna decrease every single stitch. It's gonna be super annoying, but I know you can do it. You made it this far. You might as well just at least try it. Okay, don't get, life is hard, okay? Just try it again. It'll be fine. If you mess up, it's just a crochet project, okay? Just go all the way around. We're gonna pause here. I'm going to just loosen this up so I don't lose my stitch, and we're gonna start stuffing this bad boy so it looks like a ball. So get your polyfill. Now, the amount that you stuff it is up to you. I like to usually stuff it pretty heavily so it gets more of that ball shape, but you guys can do whatever you would like to do. And once you stuffed it to your desired firmness, come back to me. This next part's super annoying, but it's our last row. We're just gonna slip stitch all along the top. So that means I'm just gonna shove my hook through, and I'm gonna grab my yarn. Can you guys see that? I hope so. And pull it through. We're gonna do that all the way across the top. It should be 8 total stitches. It's just slip stitching. Okay, all the way across the top. It sucks, but must be done. When you're done slip stitching, you can cut your yarn, pull that bad boy through, and then we're moving on to the top color yarn. We're gonna start with another magic ring. I know it sucks, but it just takes practice. Look at that. And then we're gonna do 8 single crochets inside of our magic ring. Oh my gosh, 8 single crochets inside that magic ring. Once you got that 8 done, we're gonna pull that tail, the best part, close it tight, and then this is where it gets a little scary, but it's okay. We're gonna go through the front loops only. So in our stitch, can you guys see that? I hope so. We have the front loop, and then we have the back loop that's farther away from us. We're gonna go through this front loop only. Let me show you what mine looks like. Oop, wrong tail. I'm gonna go through the front loop only. Oh, careful, careful. See that? I'm gonna do a regular single crochet. We're gonna do it all the way around. It should be 8 single crochets through the front loop only. So let's look at this next one. I have my back loop and I have my front loop. Going through the front only, just like that. So that's 2. You're gonna do a total of 8. Front. Gosh, it is really tricky, but you guys are experts. Once you have your 8, I'm gonna slip stitch into this next stitch. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna slip stitch. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. And then I'm gonna cut a tail that's at least, I don't know, do like 1.5 feet to play it safe so that we can sew with it. Oh, after you cut it off, make sure you pull it through just to tie it off. Okay, it's not a big deal. And then we're going to tie the end of our tail to a yarn needle. Okay, here we go. My least favorite part. We're gonna try to sew it onto the top here. I think what looks best is to try to go through the front loops of those slip stitches. And honestly, let's just pray. Let's just pray. I hate sewing. Okay, so I shoved my needle through, and then now I'm going to try to go into the next one. So find that next stitch. We're just going to go through the top, and then we're going to go through our little yellow piece to the best of our abilities. Can you guys see that? I hate sewing. Okay, so honestly, you're probably going to do better than me at this. I don't care if it looks a little messy, but this is how I do it, and it looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to go to that next stitch. I'm going to go through, and then I'm going to find the bottom stitch of my yellow piece. I'm going to put it through. See, green, yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow. It's almost like the Black Eyed Peas song. Okay, pull it through. There. And look, it's looking pretty good, okay? It's looking pretty good. We're going to do that all the way around. And sorry, I just need so much concentration. Try your best. It's okay if it's a little wonky. Nobody really looks at the top anyways. Who cares? So just go all the way around, and then I'll see you when we're done. Thank goodness that is over with. To hide this tail thing, here's how I do it. I go through the orange or the yellow, whatever it is. I shove it through, and then I shove it through like the bottom of his body. Okay? And I pull it, not too tight, so that it's like hanging out there, and then I cut it off, and then you can hide it in there so that nobody can ever find it ever again. Ta-da! Oh, he's looking so cute. Okay, you might be wondering, how is he going to hang from the tree? Well, I'm going to show you right now what I do. I tie my yellow to a yarn needle. I look at the top of his little head, and I just shove my needle through the middle. Oh my gosh, it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do. Hold on, I'm just concentrating. Through the top part. Not the rows, but the top part. I just pull about halfway through. I cut off my yarn. And then I just tie, guys, who cares? I just tie a knot to my desired length. And if you mess this up, just try it again. Just cut off it's just a loop of yarn. So I probably want it like, I don't know, that long, and then I just tie a knot. And see, that was way too long, so I'm going to redo it. But that's how you get it to do the hanging thing, and then you just trim off the ends. Like that, and then you can hang them from your tree. Also, sorry for the bad lighting, but this is literally my setup. I put a yardstick on 2 computer chairs, and I have that light. It's just a disaster, so sorry for the bad lighting. And just like that, you have yourself a cute, cute little Christmas ornament that you can hang on your Christmas tree. Isn't that so cool? So thanks again for watching, and I love you guys, and I missed you guys, and if I never see you again, I hope you have a good life.